Yo dudes, it's Dan Mitre, Community Manager for Visceral Games, letting you guys know about the latest update to Battlefield Hardline. Yeah, I know we're a few days late for Halloween and giving out maps that people can play in the dark, but that's how we roll here at Visceral, man. Chill the fuck out, dog. We're constantly months behind the guys at DICE with Battlefield 4, so it comes as no surprise that we're ripping off the idea of a free night map DLC for our game, but we're gonna give you 2 maps instead of 1, man, bringing the total number of maps in the base game to 11, which is still less than what Battlefield 4 shipped with on launch 2 years ago this week. Happy birthday, far out, man. Available to all players will be the Blackout DLC, which is what happens when I get into a mosh pit, yo. It features 2 brand new, reskinned by cranking down the brightness, maps which, for whatever reason, all Battlefield players have a fascination with night maps. Gamers never go out during the day anyways. Wouldn't you want to pretend to do so in your games? Nah, man, make it at night where everybody's more familiar. Anyways, the maps are Night Job, which is bank job, taking place when nobody's actually in the fucking bank to open up the vaults for the crooks to rob it, and Night Woods, which puts a whole new twist on calling somebody a camping little cum dumpster. Oh, and we'll put these maps in regular rotation, just like the shitty Nickelback songs, so that people will get annoyed by them rather quickly, because everyone loves Hollywood Heights and Grow House, right? Those night maps are always so well played. Oh, and we'll put them at the end of the rotation, so you have to play Night Job, then Night Woods, and then Bank Job in order to spread out the repetitiveness. It's almost like listening to Breaking Benjamin. All their songs sound the same, man. Since we're in a giving mood after getting rid of all our overpriced bags of candy, we're also giving away 2 new weapons for all classes. First is the RO933 300 BLK, which is a variant of the assault rifle of the same name, because we somehow couldn't come up with any other assault rifle we haven't used besides the 11 we've got in the game. Yeah, that's a huge number of assault rifles, right? 11. The other is a battle rifle with the less mouthful named MK110K5, because we obviously love adding letters to gun names. In this particular case, it's the MK11, and in the previous one, it's the M4A1. Dude, long song names are all the rage. Why not long gun names too? You earn these weapons through assignments on the new maps, which you could probably do in 2 games unless you're a complete fucking window licker. In addition to the new guns, there's a new all-classes gadget, the night vision goggles. Check these bad boys out. If you aren't comforted by the midnight hue on the new maps, you could flick these bitches on to make everything greener than our pockets with this cash grab of a game. These things are even more useless than the ones in Call of Duty 4 because at least those ones made enemies glow. I guess all the players are cool under pressure like David Bowie and Queen. Speaking of music, we added some more sick new tunes to when you're driving around, making the song list now longer than the weapon list. Totally radical. We also did some weapon tweaks, which included buffing most of the pistols since they were as potent as the Mets offense in the World Series. We buffed the HCAR and HK51 battle rifles to make people almost want to use them again, and we altered the caliber shot speeds for battle rifles and assault rifles, which won't affect console peasants one iota. But we did alter the bolt cycle rate for the Scout Elite to make it not such a spam machine, and encourage the sniping little shit stains to actually use the real sniper rifles. Yes, the professional class is still as bad as the song snippet Good Charlotte posted for their reunion announcement yesterday. Oh, and we changed the DMR sound to not be an air compressor pew pew anymore, so hopefully the nightmares of flat tires won't be in your head while dodging enemy fire. Speaking of weapons, we finally patched the loadout glitch that happens whenever any Battlefield game ever releases DLC and your classes get reset after every single fucking match. That was so annoying, man. It almost made me want to cut myself. Of course, this will happen with Hardline too, because we just copy-pasted Battlefield 4 and just deleted tons of content. Speaking of content that's been in Battlefield 4 forever but not in our game, we finally brought over the server browser feature to the squad join menu. This is something that Schwantz has complained about more than a Republican at a debate podium. We did some stability improvements, although you couldn't tell with our game still crashing harder than Travis Barker, man. Get well soon. Contrary to the Battlefield 4 update, the infrared effect is no longer blocked by smoke if you're standing inside of it, leaving us about 2 patches behind on this fix. Oh, and we also fixed some issues with the assignments as the counter would stay at 0, kind of like the people on your fuck list. So, those are some of the updates, but there's more in the long-ass patch notes that I can't be bothered to read right now, man. I've got to wait at my computer for the Pennywise 3-night album tickets to go on sale. Yes, I know there will be more people at those shows than playing our game, but at least the band is playing the albums in their entirety, which is more content than in our game, too. Fuck, man, that's a trip.